We are today on the Tractate Tamid, 32b. We're just continuing what we studied earlier. My father, I have the privilege to have my father today join me. And we are here at the end of the perek, the end of the fourth perek in the Tractate Tamid, 32b. Right after we discussed the darkness mountain, the Gemara said, Tamid Eliyahu. There's a few versions, what does that mean, Eliyahu, but in general we said that it's applied to Eliyahu, the prophet. Gehinom lemala min harakia. So for sure we can say that Gehinom, it's either the illustration of the real, which we call Gehinom, or we say that it's an illustration of something that more anthropomorphic, so it's more something that illustrate above the what the Jeremiah said in chapter 23, which is the illustration of different level of heaven and the cloud, and the Rosh explained that it's above, or it's part of the Rakia. Rabbi Dessler explained in the Michtav Miliyahu, explained that part of the sorrow that's involved with the Gehinom, it's if a person realizes what happened to him and he is taking it deeply to his heart, so it's basically partake for what we call Gehinom, or sorrow of Gehinom. ויש אומרים לאחורי הרי החושך. There are those who hold from following the sentence in the book of Isaiah that said that the same way as the darkness covered the mountain, that's the land will cover. So darkness is a expression for the wickedness in the world, that by their bad deeds they created darkness. But basically Maharal explained that it's absent of goodness, which means that it's not as a specific location. So since we talk about darkness, there is a continuation of teaching that subject, but in different way. Tana Rabbi Chia. So it's different writer that Rabbi Chia said, Kol ha'osek b'Torah b'layla, shchina kenegdo, which means someone involved in study Torah at night time. For sure it's a mitzvah to study day and night, but night time it's like is expression of time that nothing will bother a person. You can focus on study Torah, and in that sense it's a sense of purity while you study the Torah. So it's the same way as the Gemara said in Chagiga, that Hashem put upon that person a chut shel chesed, an act of kindness. So someone involved in Torah at night is a special, in our language, a special attribute, a special reward for that. It's like the Maharal explained, the same as the Gemara in Menachos, that it's like someone who is involved in Avodat Beit HaMikdash, the same way as in the Beit HaMikdash it was part of the involvement, was all the worship. So in that sense, someone who's studied Torah at night, it's in a way, in our language, an equivalent to walk in the Beit HaMikdash. Right? there. מה אבא יכול להגיד על זה? זה לא מדויק? מה אבא חושב? זה גם נכון? טוב, שאפשר להגיד ככה או לא? בערך. אוקיי. שנאמר, יקום אירוני בלילה לראש השנורות, שפכי כמים ליבך נוח פני השם. So it's either the way that King David said, that if someone study at night or wake up at night, so a person feel more connected to Hashem, or if someone decrease the join of the materialistic world and more involved in study Torah, so this bring more mercy upon him. Now the conclusion of that tractate is a very famous phrase that we find it a lot of time in the Sidurim. Omar Rabbi Lazar ben Azariah, תלמידי חכמים מרבים שלום בעולם. So here the sentence said that the scholars increase peace in the world. So either we say that it's applied to a scholar in a sense of scholar of Torah, or people who just call the Talmidei Chachamim, people who involved with Torah. So either bring peace between the Almighty and us, or bring peace to the whole world, depend how we take it. But the idea of peace, the word shalom, is one of the name of Hashem, is an expression of peace. So because they're using the Torah in order to reconcile differences between man and his fellow, man and his wife, so the Ibn Yaakov explained that that's part of creating peace, and he brings a special pasuk, שנאמר, וכל בנייך לימודי השם ורב שלום בנייך, אל תקרי בנייך אלא בונייך. So the pasuk said, וכל בנייך. So why we need to repeat the word, ורב שלום בנייך? Okay, we can say ורב שלומם. Why we use the term ורב שלום בנייך? מה בוא אומר? זה נכון? So here we see that by using the word al tikri banaich ela bonaich, so Nefesh Chaim explained that in every act of the Torah and doing mitzvot, the spiritual part of the person, it's a increase, and the materialistic part decreases. Like the Baal Tanya explained the difference between Nefesh Be'amit and Nefesh Elokit, the animal soul and godly soul, that it's basically decrease of the animal soul, and therefore the Torah is basically building the proper world. So there are 4 basically pesukim that are dealing with that. It's all found in the book of Psalms. They speak about a peace that created in the world that is a result of involved with Torah, and Torah bring a peace. So the same way as we said in just this week's Torah portion, we said in Bechukotai, ונתתי שלום בארץ, that the condition to make peace in the world, it's the involving in study Torah, right? So that in that sense, the Torah is a condition to have peace, the condition to have a peace between man and himself, man and his fellow, man and his wife, and between, for sure, man and Hashem.